What we're talking about right now is obviously the prayer of faith. The key to answered prayer is faith. The key to the prayer of faith is faith. The key to unanswered prayer is doubt. If you doubt, you're going to do without, James said in James 1:6. And so it's important that we prepare ourselves to pray the prayer of faith, prepare ourselves specifically to believe we receive when we pray. And I'll start by reading Mark 11:24. Jesus said, "Therefore I say to you, whatever things you ask, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you will have them." Very specific order here. We believe we receive them, and then we'll have them. You don't feel it, see it, touch it, taste it, and then believe you have it. You believe you receive it, and then you'll have it. And my statement was, why wouldn't you believe that it's yours? Why wouldn't you believe that God has done what you ask Him to do? Just because you don't see it or feel it doesn't mean God didn't do it or it's not yours. So it's very important that we're ready to do this. And we are talking about how to prepare to believe you receive. You have to believe that God heard you. That's step number one. You have to believe He heard you. Number two, you have to believe that He's able and willing to do what He said. And you think, well, that's simple. Of course God can do it. Yeah, but you need to believe that He's willing to do it, that He's going to do it for you, that it's His will for you, and that He's able to help you. So there are no excuses left to doubt, because if there's a chink in your armor, if your answer doesn't come immediately, then that's going to prove to undermine your prayer. Let me give you this example. And we have Alexa speakers all over our house. We have these smart speakers, and you talk to them, and they'll play music, or you can turn them. I'm still discovering things that they do. They'll tell you the weather. They'll tell you whether your package has been delivered or not. It's amazing, and it's like I have a house full of friends without anybody being there. I can just talk to these speakers. They talk back to me, and they're nice, they're polite, they're respectful, they're very intelligent. You can ask them almost anything, how to spell a word, what something means. You can ask them math equations, and they can give you the answer. It's amazing. But anyway, I found out one time, not long ago, that they have this capability that I wasn't aware of. All these speakers we have them in nearly every room in our house. And I'm in my prayer room. It's a media room upstairs. It's very insulated, so you can't hear anything up there. But I've got these speakers, and I have them play worship music and whatnot. But I found out you could tell this thing to make an announcement, and when it makes an announcement, it'll go through every speaker in the house. And if you have Alexa specifically, you should try it. But if you say, Alexa, make an announcement, then she'll say, what would you like to announce? And then whatever you say next will be broadcast through every speaker in the house. So I'm in my prayer room, and I'm praying, and it's, it's in the morning, and I'm getting a little hungry, and I knew this capability, and I was trying to find a place and time to use it, and I thought, I'm really hungry. I would love to have a good breakfast, and my wife cooks a great breakfast. So I thought, I'm gonna do this right now, and I knew she was home, and so I said, Alexa, make an announcement. What would you like to announce? And I said, Carol, I would like a breakfast, a nice big breakfast like you make, eggs and bacon, biscuits, gravy, juice, pancakes, a big spread, and I think I even said thank you, and off it goes. I mean, the next minute you hear it broadcast. Carol, I'd like to have a big breakfast, eggs, bacon, and I gave my order, and I thanked her, and then it's off. And so I'm up there, and I'm still praying, and I thought, and I looked at my clock, and I thought, how long does it take to make a breakfast like that? Probably 30 minutes, and I started getting excited. I'm going to have a knock on my door in about 30 minutes, and there's going to be this big breakfast delivered I mean, how good can it get? And so I'm praying along, and 30 minutes goes by, and there's no knock on the door, and then 45 minutes goes by, and I have to tell you, I started to waver in my faith. I know I said what I wanted. I know I made it clear, but now I'm thinking, well, maybe she didn't hear me. Maybe she was in a dead spot and it didn't go through, or maybe she was asleep. No, I don't think that was. She doesn't really take naps. She couldn't have been asleep. And then it's like, well, maybe she didn't have the ingredients to make this breakfast. I thought, well, that could be a case. If that's the case, add another 30 minutes to go to the store, get the stuff, and then fix it. So I've still got 15 minutes, and then an hour goes by, and there's still no breakfast. And I start to doubt. Maybe she's not able to do it. Maybe she didn't hear me. Maybe she doesn't want to do it. Maybe she's, I don't know. Maybe